Thank you to the realistic free-to-play online game War Thunder for sponsoring this Simple History episode. Start your own career as an ace tanker of World War II by using the link in the description below and get a free premium vehicle and 3 days of premium time as a bonus. Did Polish cavalry charge at tanks in World War II? During the invasion of Poland in 1939, it is said that Polish cavalry units charged at the German tanks with sabres and lances in a desperate and foolhardy attempt to take on the metal beasts. This is in fact a myth. The myth goes back to September 1, 1939, during the Battle of Krojanty on the first day of the invasion. During this time, Polish cavalry, which made up 10% of its army, would use their horses for mobility on the battlefield to get from A to B quickly to reinforce infantry, and then dismount to fight on foot. Near Krojanty, Pomeranian, in northern Poland, the 18th Pomeranian Ulan Regiment under Colonel Mastalerz was ordered to repel the Germans from a key railroad junction in the Tuchola Forest at all costs, covering the retreat of Polish units in the area. The tankettes and infantry at his disposal were left in reserve to hold their existing positions. In the evening, with 2 Lancer squadrons, Colonel Mastalerz saw German infantry in the clearing and decided that a surprise cavalry charge could be used. All of a sudden, the Polish cavalry emerged from the woods and charged with sabres and lances towards the unprepared German infantry, successfully dispersing them. However, once the Polish cavalry occupied the clearing, German armored cars moved onto their position and opened fire on the horsemen, causing devastating casualties and causing those that could to gallop for cover. Eugeniusz Świstyak, commander of the 1st Squadron, who had led the charge, was killed in the fire, as was Colonel Mastalerz, who tried to save him. A third of the Polish horsemen were killed or wounded. This would be known as the Charge at Krojanty. The next day, 2 Italian war correspondents witnessed the corpses of the mowed-down Polish cavalry. German tanks were now present in the area. They wrote an article about how the brave Polish cavalry had charged at German tanks. This myth was soon used by Nazi Germany and the Soviet Union for propaganda purposes to portray their Polish enemy as using outdated tactics and its commanders as foolishly wasting the lives of their men. They also used the charge as a way to show the might of their own weapons. For example, the German press suggested that the Polish cavalry believed the German tanks were dummy tanks or were lightly armored. The Polish army, while lacking in tanks, had the WZ-35 anti-tank rifle, which was capable of penetrating the armor of German panzers 1s and 2s. As well as this, the German and Soviet armies used cavalry to a large extent as well. Following the charge at Krojanty, there were further Polish cavalry charges during the Polish September campaign and beyond, with the last Polish cavalry charge of World War II during the Battle of Schoenfeld in 1945. Jump in the turret of a Panzer tank in War Thunder. War Thunder is a free-to-play military online game available on PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. We play it on PC as the username Simple History. The game has a choice of over 1,000 realistic tanks, aircrafts, and ships, which you can use to fight in epic battles with tens of thousands of players from all over the world. Use the link in the description below to register and get a free premium tank or aircraft and 3 days of premium account time as a bonus.